Ahoy from BA. This is a Rorschach Ocean update from the 28th of October 2025. A summary of what's going down in the 70% surface of the Earth covered in salt water. Kicking off with some news about ocean boundary disputes, on Thursday the 23rd, Lebanon's government approved a controversial maritime border agreement with Cyprus, aiming to resolve maritime disputes and attract foreign investment to the energy sector. The deal revives the 2007 border framework, clears the way for energy exploration in Lebanon's exclusive economic zone, and comes alongside the awarding of offshore energy rights. Lebanon reached a comparable agreement with Israel in October 2022 through U.S. mediation. The subsequent step is to define Lebanon's maritime borders with Syria. On another note, on Thursday the 23rd, 67 individuals were injured or lost relatives and property during Typhoon Rai in 2021, announced they are preparing a damages claim against the fossil fuel company Shell in a UK court. Supported by Greenpeace Philippines, the survivors argued that Shell's past emissions and promotion of fossil fuels contribute to climate change and increased the storm's severity, leading to deaths and injuries. This marks one of the first cases explicitly aiming for financial reparations from a specific corporation for climate-related damages. Filed with a Philippine human rights organization, this lawsuit could set an important precedent for holding polluters accountable for their climate impact. Regarding countries' contributions to the ocean, Thailand has made some progress. Deputy Prime Minister Srettha Thavisin has launched a cleanup project on Koh Phangan involving volunteer divers, government officials, and local communities, aiming to restore beaches and coral reefs and raise awareness about marine pollution. The event is under the patronage of Princess Sirisvanavari as part of the project for the conservation of Thailand's coral reefs and marine life. Recently, Thailand has been ranked the 6th worst country globally for plastic waste dumped into the ocean, a situation that threatens its marine ecosystems, wildlife, and coastal communities. Spain is not willing to lag behind. The Spanish Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Food and the Spanish Institute of Oceanography have completed a 38-day porcupine oceanographic survey after the International Bottom Trawl Survey Working Group communicated a lack of data off Ireland. The survey gathered data on commercial species like hake, monkfish, megrim, and Norway lobster, including abundance, distribution, growth, genetic, and habitat information to support sustainable fisheries management within EU frameworks. Companies also made some progress. The organization CSA Group has released Canada's first bridge design standard so that bridges can survive climate change. The new code integrates predictive climate modeling to prepare for future conditions such as rising temperatures, heavier rainfall, stronger winds, flooding, and sea level rise. The aim is to improve the resilience and lifespan of new bridges, ensuring public safety and safeguarding investments by proactively adapting to a changing climate instead of relying on historical weather data. The updated standard requires engineers to use climate projections from Environment Canada to future-proof infrastructure. But some companies still need to make efforts. In the UK, South West Water has received a red rating for its environmental performance for the 14th consecutive year. The UK Environment Agency reports that the water company has never scored above a 2-star rating since assessment started in 2011. South West Water spokesperson mentioned that they are reducing pollution incidents through investments in their network and their environmental performance is improving. South West Water reported that their overflow spills have decreased by nearly 50% year-on-year, and pollution incidents have been halved in the first 8 months of 2025. Individuals can also contribute to marine ecology. A Chilliwack angler called Aidan Gunter has launched a petition urging gear restrictions on the Chilliwack Vedder to cut down on foul hooking, fish hooked outside target areas, which increases injury and reduces chances of survival on catch and release. The clerk of petitions in the Canadian House of Commons has approved the proposal, which aims to introduce rules such as shorter leader lengths in sport fishing to improve fish welfare and sustainability, and to collect signatures online by the end of this month. Meanwhile, in shipping updates on Friday the 24th, China launched the world's largest all-electric river cargo ship, which is nearly 130 meters or 425 feet long and can carry over 13,000 tons of cargo. Powered by 12 lithium battery units totaling 24,000 kilowatt hours, the ship is expected to save about 617 tons of fuel annually and reduce 2,052 tons of carbon dioxide emissions. On the same day, on the other side of the world, a commercial wind-propelled cargo ship called Neoliner Origin completed its first Atlantic crossing. The ship departed France on Thursday the 16th, arrived off Saint-Pierre and Miquelon on Friday the 24th, and then continued its journey. During powerful Atlantic storms, the ship sustained damage to its aft sail 2 days into the voyage, leading to delays and requiring it to operate in hybrid mode with engines and sails. There were some interesting research papers released this week. A new report has identified the source of the poo balls that forced the closure of multiple Sydney beaches between October 2024 and February 2025. Fats, oils, greases, and human waste released from a malfunctioning wastewater pump station at a major hospital caused the poo balls. An investigation found the station's grinders failed, allowing the material to enter the sewer system. The incident emphasizes ongoing issues with waste disposal and aging infrastructure, urging stricter rules and awareness campaigns to prevent future environmental damage. On the other side of the Pacific, a new study highlights the threat of deep-sea mining in the Pacific's Clarion-Clipperton zone. Mining for polymetallic nodules generates sediment plumes and releases toxins that smother delicate organisms and destroy their habitats. Researchers warn that mining might cause irreversible harm and drive species to extinction before they are even known, urging a precautionary approach to protect these unexplored ecosystems. Scientists have catalogued over 5,000 species in this area, with an estimated 88% to 92% being entirely new to science, including unique corals and sponges. There is also some exciting news about biodiversity. Scientists have identified a vast marine ecosystem spanning Indonesia, the Philippines, Malaysia, Papua New Guinea, the Solomon Islands, and Timor-Leste, and named it the Coral Triangle. This region contains more than 75% of the world's coral species and around 3,000 reef fish species, making it the planet's richest center of marine biodiversity. Researchers warn that increased ocean temperatures, pollution, and overfishing will quickly endanger this delicate ecosystem. They urge stronger regional cooperation and global conservation efforts to protect the Coral Triangle's significant ecological and economic importance. Israel also published an outstanding article. A new ecological biotechnological survey along Israel's Mediterranean coastline illustrated the untapped biotechnological potential of seaweeds for the future of humanity. The researchers gathered nearly 400 seaweed specimens from 55 species to examine their proteins, antioxidants, and bioactive compounds during different seasons. They found that the warm, sunny, and high salinity coastal environment supports the growth of distinctive and resilient seaweeds rich in nutritional and health-promoting compounds, which are a sustainable resource for superfoods, pharmaceuticals, and eco-friendly cosmetics. Researchers suggest that Israel is a unique natural laboratory for sustainable seaweed biotechnology and marine climate mitigation efforts. And to close this edition, the Daniel K. Inouye Center for Microbial Oceanography Research and Education at the University of Hawaii celebrated its 15th anniversary on Saturday the 25th. The research building opened in 2010 and achieved LEED Platinum certification, supporting global scientists to study marine microbes vital to Earth's climate systems. The research center has an advanced understanding of oceanic nutrient cycles, carbon storage, and ecosystem modeling. Its research, education, and outreach programs have made the University of Hawaii a global leader in ocean science, training future generations to address climate change and marine sustainability. And that's it for this week. Thank you for joining us. Did you know that we talk about many places in other shows? We've got 9 country updates. We also have 2 more non-sovereign shows about the Arctic and multilateral organizations. Interested? Check out the link in the show notes. Got any feedback? You know how to contact us. See you next week.